One question is around how do you remain so calm and composed? I know it's not related to law, but it's been asked because even in your videos, I personally have noticed, and in this entire session. So that's one. Second is we can discuss career opportunities. So it's completely your call since we are already out of time. So just anything that you would like to talk about.
So let me respond. See, I'm not sure about the calm and composed, to be honest. And in my own life, I've had a long engagement with fear and anger as well. So I'm not particularly calm and composed, but I'm always trying to be more and more calm and composed. And I guess, like many other people, meditation really has helped me. Mm, I think just the simple act of breathing is something that I'm appreciating the value of, like being aware of your breathing, right? Enjoying silence, so not really not feeling a pressure to always speak, or even when someone else is not speaking, always feeling like, oh, someone needs to do something. Just, I think there's a famous quote, most of the problems in the world began from the inability of man, and it's man, not woman, to sit quietly in a room by himself, right? So now I like to be calm by I hope I'm still here. My connection again tripped.
Yes, Abhayraj is still here.
I like to be calm by just sitting quietly with myself, and that is basically a way of meditating. Mm, and yeah, it is a impression which is not a fully correct impression. I'm not always calm. So I'm glad that the videos have given you that, but sometimes I get agitated, sometimes I'm overstressed, right? Uh, the one thing that I do is I speak very honestly about my uh, situation. So I don't try to anymore. I really value, I think, honesty and truthfulness, and I try to be very truthful with myself as well, which is, hey, sometimes you're judgmental. Hey, sometimes you're aggressive. Hey, sometimes uh, you're not really thinking in the right kind of way, right? And I think a continuous exploration of meditation, of inner transformation. I do a lot of work now, even on leadership or developing your potential. I'm very inspired by a number of religious philosophies. I'm a student of Buddhism, I'm a student of Hinduism, student of Christianity, student of Islam. So I'm constantly looking for what is it about being that is important, what makes life meaningful. And I've realized quite late, after lots of suffering and lots of experiment, lots of mischief, that really being open to changing and open to what the world is telling you is what makes life meaningful, right? And so maybe that realization is coming through in the video sometime. But let me tell you that I have a long way to go, and I've seen are very, very calm all the time. So I would like to learn from them. As regards career, I think we'll need an entire different session on that and on career options. But my sort of broad point would uh, be open to doing things that nobody in your college, nobody in your class, nobody in your friend circle, nobody in your family has done, because the world is throwing those opportunities at all of us, right? The kinds of career options that are available today, as long as you're willing to walk on a path that not many people have walked on before you, are truly incredible. Hmm? And the kinds of skills that are required for a changing world are no longer the skills of, I can tell you what section 23 of the Indian contract is, or I can tell you what Judge so-and-so in MC Mehta's case or Keshav Nand Bharati's case said on page so-and-so. The skills that are really allowing for uh, uh, a shining or a success in a changing world are skills of uh, collaboration, competences of communication, your ability to work in a team, your ability to be empathetic, right? actually listen to someone passionately. Those, your ability to listen, even active listening instead of always talking, which as lawyers, you can see me, I'm just going buck, 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 buck. Right? But can I actually shut up and listen to what the world has to say and learn from it? Because I can learn just by looking out. If I look at an earthworm, I can learn so much about life, right? If I go and sit next to a beggar on the road and say, please tell me about your story, I can learn so much about life. So those are kinds of competences: listening, creativity, compassion, empathy, uh, communication, teamwork. Those are the 21st century learning abilities. And if you have those, which thankfully as law graduates, you have some part of, because the nature of law is, it's an argumentative discipline in India, at least, or in most common law countries, right? It's about talking, it's about communication, it's about understanding, interpreting. So as lawyers, you can technically really change the world without stepping into a court or being in a law firm or in a litigating firm, right? As a lawyer, you can be a leader of any sort. And being aware of that and being willing to explore that would be, I think, my words of advice, because the opportunity is really there. It might not be easy for the first 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months. You might have to experience a lot of failure before you find the door that opens for you. But remember what I said, the failure is where the fun is. So as long as you're okay with that, you'll walk into spaces that have unimaginable opportunities in terms of money, but also in terms of other forms of social capital, learning, excitement, seeing new geographies, and there is no limit to who can do this. I mean, doesn't matter what your grades are, doesn't matter which law school you came from, doesn't matter how good or bad your English is, it does not matter. As long as you are willing to learn and you know at a deep level that you can learn anything, because the reality is you can learn anything. So whoever told you that, hey, you're bad at maths, you're good at geography, actually, they did you a disservice, because there is nothing like that. You can be good at maths if you want to be, or you can be good at English if you want to be. And that is the idea of a learning mindset. So if you have a learning mindset, whatever career you want is open to you. It does not matter. And being a law graduate only makes that more reachable for you, because you already know how to solve problems.